How would you describe the Niners' offensive identity? Let's talk that first.
Okay. This is throwback. This is meathead. This is not your Cliff Kingsbury sophistication. But I don't like that. Wow.
They say I sound like I'm in prison or like I'm in a restroom. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Soon I'm going to have a multi-million dollar studio like Blue Wire Pods, but not right now. I'm in an empty apartment. Just,
That's what's up, dude.
Doing the best I can.
That's the grind. You had to switch apartments. That's crazy. That's commitment. You know what, dude? You know what's crazy about you? You were on vacation 3-4 weeks ago, and you were still doing your shows from like what, Tahoe?
Yeah.
That dude.
I have a problem. It's not a good thing. I need to stop, but I'm not going to stop anytime soon.
You have to.
It gives me anxiety. The idea of taking a day off. I don't like the idea. Maybe one day. So people are like, "Hey, Grant, you need to stop." I'm like, "Oh, why don't you leave me alone?" It's like an intervention. Grant, it's been more than a year. Every day. You know what? It's none of your business.
What is it?
I'm trying to get a house, man. I'm trying to save up for a house, baby.
What motivates Grant?
I have a massive chip on my shoulder.
Is that what
I have a massive chip on my shoulder. Every job I didn't get from 23 to 32.
Okay.
Every one of my peers who got elevated over me. Every time someone in a position of power thought I wasn't going to be that good or I was a little too edgy, man. Check my bank account now, bro. What you think about me now, son?
Check my numbers, son.
Enough of my chip on my shoulder, though. Let's talk about the Niners' offensive identity because this is your observation. I think it's brilliant, and I want to discuss it.
I like it, man. I like it, and I'll tell you, 49er fans like this too. I'll tell you why. I tweeted out a list of players, and this single tweet got more traffic than anything I've ever done. And that's not because of me. No one knows who I am. I'll tweet out like all my other tweets get like 1 or 2 likes. This tweet blew up. And what I said was I listed off players. George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, to a lesser degree. He's not super physical, but he is too. He breaks tackles. And then we went Jeff Wilson, who I love. We went Trey Sermon. We went Jalen Hurd. Okay. A couple things. I left Mostert off, and I left Mostert off for a reason. And I put Jalen Hurd on there for a reason. This offense, dude, I'd be curious if you take all their starters, their offensive line, their receivers, their tight ends, their running backs, and you did a collective, what you weighed them collectively. How many pounds this offense goes? I know this offensive line is heavy. This offensive skill position group might not be the heaviest, but it's extremely physical. It's a
way bigger than it was 3 years ago. Marquise Goodwin, Dante Pettis. Remember some of these shrimps that were on this team?
Get Trent Taylor off the field. Get Dante.
Now this team is like the Harbaugh year. This is a bully.
I love it, dude. I freaking love it. You're going the quickest route to the end zone is north and south. Okay? I don't want an east-west offense, right? On most plays. Now there's times when that works. North and south, Deebo's north and south.
The fact that Kyle couldn't go north and south cost him 2 Super Bowls. You're up late. You're up in the second half. You go north and south. You don't mess around. But he never had the size to push teams around the way that the Bucs did. I mean, no one likes Leonard Fournette. Everyone's like, they had a lead in the second half of the Super Bowl. Give it to Leonard Fournette. He'll ice that.
Yep.
So the Niners have that capability now.
The Atlanta team wasn't a big team.
No, it was finesse. It was like the greatest show on turf. So here's the thing. What the Niners want to do is clear. They were trying to rebuild the Falcons. That was a finesse team. It was a dome team. Yeah. They get over here. Now you're on grass.
Turf
and you can't really recreate that speed. Also, the best player that you drafted is George Kittle. And George Kittle's different than anyone you've ever had. And he's kind of creating the identity of your team. Then you draft Deebo Samuel, who's way different than Dante Pettis. And now you've got an identity. And the identity of the 49ers is we're going to run you over. Dante Pettis wasn't trying to run you over. Marquise Goodwin wasn't trying to run you over. But every person on the Niners now, from the quarterback to the running back to the tight end to the wide receiver, they run you over.
Yeah.
And that's a very interesting, physical, powerful identity that not a lot of teams in the NFL have anymore.
The Ravens have been that for some time. They're the only and the page. If you watch Patriot football, they've been, especially last year, they wanted to be a north-south team.
But I can't even the Patriots. I can't think of. I mean, sure, you have teams that are physical with their run game, but tight ends who break tackles, wide receivers who relentlessly break tackles. I think that's really what sets the Niners apart. Guys like Debo and Kittle. But again, I think it's a double-edged sword. So it's really cool to see the Niners playing so hard and fighting for the extra yard and getting a couple extra yards, but at what cost?
Right.
I mean, the Niners are the most injury-prone team in the league. And I think that there's a million reasons why, but one of the reasons is that the identity of their offense is to fight for the extra yard. Okay, well, over the course of 16 games, how many bones are you going to break collectively as a team? So I think there's something there.
I mean, you saw last year, and now some of these plays, like Debo kept getting hurt on plays. They were non-contact, but you saw Debo get hurt last year. You saw Kittle get hurt last year. You saw this whole – and Mostert's not seeking out contact, and I love Mostert. And Mostert is your change of pace back, and I left him off for a reason, but Mostert's value is tremendous. Going
by far the best change of pace back in the league. If he's your change of pace back, my goodness, you might be going to the Super Bowl.
Right. Well, he carried us, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think that's why they drafted 2 running backs, and it shocked everybody. That's why they drafted 2 running backs. They're going to run the ball.
Yes, absolutely. And there's nothing like the Niners can do about it. Really, I'm not saying they should change their identity. They just need depth. You can't count on George Kittle to be Travis Kelce and suit up 16 games a year. You just can't. That's not the way he plays. So you need a really good backup. Fortunately, they got one, Big Ross Twelly. Same thing with at wide receiver. They need really good backups. That's why they're holding out hope for Jalen Hurd. Yes, my audio's a little off today, guys. I'm in an empty apartment. I'm sorry. It's like I'm in a bathroom. I really should have opened up a door or something or put a couch in here, but what are you gonna do? We're making do. So
throw some pills around, dude. Just throw.
I really should have, man. My bad. So I think this is it's an interesting offensive identity. It's clear that not many other teams do it. I mean, what other teams are encouraging their wide receivers to break tackles?
Yeah. Here's why I like it, Grant, because it's old school. It's old school. It's going to be, like you said, Harbaugh, Greg Roman, Ravens, but it's going to have, it's that old school meathead, philosophy, but it's going to have Kyle Shanahan creativity and sophistication. So, and I think that, and Trey, your quarterback, I'm very interested to see how they coach Trey Lance, because he likes to put his shoulder down. And he's strong through contact. Are they going to let him like play that bully ball? Are they going to let him take on a corner?
No, they should not. He's too important. He's too important. He's the future of the franchise. He's supposed to be the quarterback when he's 35, 37, 40. Yeah. So, they want him to run around and boot out and throw on the run. But no, dude, do not lower your shoulder into people. You're not Cam Newton. Look you don't want to be Cam Newton. Look what the Panthers did to Cam.
They ruined him.
They ruined him before he was 30 years old.
Yeah.
So, you run him judiciously, but you don't play him like Cam Newton. He's way too important. You don't even play him like Lamar Jackson, because, frankly, the Ravens aren't 100% invested in Lamar Jackson. He was the 32nd pick in the draft. They could move on at any point.